our family wasn't really religious at all. Like, my mom was like Christian, but my dad would be like, don't believe any of that shit.
A man in Florida has been arrested after he allegedly shot his pastor cousin during an argument regarding heaven and hell.
Oh my God, I mean,
that's the fastest way to settle it.
That's
Right.
You're gonna find out, brother.
Go find out. It's all
Except for one
good
person.
intentions.
So he killed the pastor, right?
He shot his pastor.
He shot the pastor one.
Who's also his cousin.
Yeah.
He's going to heaven, probably.
So 26-year-old atheist Kalyne Smith got into an argument with his second cousin Jimmy McGauley following a funeral for their family.
Oh shit.
At the funeral?
Yeah, following the funeral. I don't know if
Time and place, guys.
right there, yeah. Police were dispatched over to Jacksonville, Florida on Saturday because a report of a person being shot had been filed. Report explained investigation revealed that the victim, Jimmy McGauley, and the suspect, Kalyne Smith, became involved in an argument after a funeral for a family member regarding heaven and hell. The suspect did not believe in God, and the victim was a pastor who was trying to witness it to him. And the argument became heated, and Smith went outside in anger as other family members attempted to calm him down. Report claims McGauley, age 46, was then shot by Smith as he exited the residence. The report goes on to say the family detained Smith until cops arrived and he was arrested.
And did he say, what? He told me to do it. He wanted to see God.
I don't think that's what he said, but
yeah.
you know.
That would have been a good alibi.
Yeah. They'll be like, whoa, we were experimenting.
Told me to do.
He told me to do it.
That guy's anger management issues, man.
Oh, man. Because after a funeral?
I thought it wasn't anger. I thought it was good intentions. Just have them find out.
It was for science.
Yeah. Or religion.
Christian Science.
Christian science.
Christian science.
Science on his end, religion on the other.
Have you guys seen those Christian science buildings?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't have no idea what that is.
What is Christian Science?
I have no idea,
Like,
but
you'll
I've
just
seen
see
it
it-
all over.
It'll
The
say,
science of God?
Science reading room.
Yeah, it'll just be a building that says Christian Science.
Yeah.
Is their science different?
Just imagine a guy with
I'm guessing their science says that the world started 4,000 years ago or whatever.
Christian Science.
Jesus was born.
But do their magnets work the way our magnets do?
Good question.
Holy magnets.
They're not even called.
Bunch of burning bushes over there, dude.
That's what they're doing?
Yeah, they're trying to move it.
Looking at holy water under a microscope.
Tied if they're trying to recreate Bible things?
That'll be sick, dude.
Like, watch this bush.
Yeah, check. It's gonna go on fire. Oh, look at that.
When you get holy water, it has to go through Christian Science because when you look in, it has to have little crosses.
All the beakers are just crosses.
They're like, all right, this is holy water.
My Google search of the definition of what Christian Science is the beliefs and practices of the Church of Christ Scientists, a Christian sect founded by Mary Baker Eddy in 1879.
Oh, so it's just a straight up other religion. huh?
Christian Scientist?
And members hold that only God and the mind have ultimate reality, and that sin and illness are illusions which can be overcome by prayer and faith.
I agree. I'm becoming one.
What if they had like Christian geology and like Christian biology and all these other offsets?
Christian Kung Fu.
Yeah,
That'll be sick.
Christian English. You're like
what is
a
this?
whole nother language.
Yeah, dude.
So that's another denomination then?
I guess so, yeah.
Christian Science.
A set of beliefs and practices associated with the members of the Church of Christ, scientists.
Can't be any weirder than Seventh-day Adventists.
You guys should convert and just check it out for.
I mean, I feel like it's a lateral move.
It's a lateral move.
Do you ever visit any church stuff or
Yeah.
you do?
If like there's an event or
Oh.
something, yeah.
I went to my first Catholic church service a
Oh,
couple weeks ago.
Yeah?
how'd you like it?
It was crazy. It was like
was it like?
very.
Is it because Tiff is Catholic? or-
Well, a family friend, they're Catholic, and their mother passed away, and then we did the whole like, I guess they do
The funeral.
Days. I'm gonna fucking butcher this, so I apologize in advance. And everything was in Spanish, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Try your best.
But they do like, I think they do 10 days of prayers after like somebody passes.
What do they say in the prayer?
Oh, dude, it's like a lot of spirit.
Arroz con pollo.
No, not.
Are they speaking in Latin and stuff?
No, they're speaking in Spanish, but they're doing the prayers and they're saying it over and over again.
Feliz
And it's
Navidad.
like, what are some other Spanish phrases we
That's how they
can?
started off.
I remember.
Feliz Navidad.
But you know
Buenos
what?
dias, buenos tardes.
Everyone chants.
I've watched Nacho Libre before I've been into a Catholic ceremony.
Yeah.
So the whole time I was just giggling, and it was at a funeral.
Dude, that was my first Catholic thing too. Was at a funeral. It was like a circle.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was Nacho Libre.
But then they kept doing the thing where like they would pray and then everybody would, and I don't know
Call
what
the
fuck.
call and response stuff.
Yeah, and
Get
they
on
keep
the knees,
they
or-
keep they keep standing up, and then I'm like,
Get up.
I'm like hella late, and then everyone's doing this, and I was like, do I do that?
Oh,
And
you
I
gotta
just
do it.
Yeah, no one taught me.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I
gotta
feel
go with
so
it.
blasphemous and shit.
Yeah, and they keep standing up, and I'm like late, and I'm like fuck, and I'm trying to like catch the patterns. I'm seeing like, okay, they said that, so that means we stand up now. And then I was like, okay, no.
Stand up.
Okay, I gotta wait. So I was like missing the patterns.
You're like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America when he goes to the game. It's halftime, bro.
Yeah, but it was interesting. Like it was crazy to see because like our family wasn't really religious at all. Like my mom was like Christian, but my dad would be like, "Don't believe any of that shit."
No way, for real.
So how did they get
Your God
together?
is sound.
It's this fucking boom mic right here.
They sound so
My mom's
incompatible.
Christian. My dad was atheist.
Yeah, like my
Really?
Yikes.
my mom wasn't really like super religious either.
He's like a part-time Christian.
yeah, I don't even know. I wouldn't even say she like would say she was religious.
Religious base, probably.
Yeah. And so my dad would always just be like, "Yeah, don't believe any of that shit." When he took me to
Nudging you when your mom's talking.
yeah, and like when they brought me to a Christian school like for like 2 years, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I hadn't any idea. But anyway, so at the service, like all the ceremonies that they did, like all the guy with the swinging chain and the smoke coming up.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, bro, like there's
Go from freaking.
Oh, see, that's
Kill
what
Bill.
I always missed about. See, I wished our religion had more like swag a little bit.
Yeah.
More props.
Dude, SDA is like so boring, bro. Cause like even Protestant or the other denominations, they'll have bands, they'll have the mega churches. Ours was so boring because you can't show off.
Yeah.
So then Catholics have like the fucking old school tradition and
a
the
beautiful
fucking
church, too.
dying Jesus and like all this crazy ass shit. Like
Jesus.
it's like it looks cool. Like the branding is
Anytime somebody comes in with the little
And the
fucking like
dying
smoke
Jesus.
thing,
Yeah.
little smoke chain and shit.
And then they have different outfits for different levels and shit.
Yeah, they would
And we got
change.
Cardinals.
deacons, bro.
Cardinals,
we got
yeah.
That's like someone's uncle and shit, just in a suit.
That's why.
Especially, have you guys been to a fucking like cathedral in Europe?
Yeah.
Because those buildings are meant to fucking wow the fuck out of you, right?
They're beautiful.
They're crazy.
Notre Dame or whatever. Like, we went to a mass. So they specifically have it at the time where like the sun comes up and then it goes through like that little hole or whatever in the middle of the building, and then boom, crazy ass fucking sunbeam like in the middle of the fucking in the
Crazy.
front in the front of
Yeah,
the
it feels holy.
yeah, it feels holy already. Then when the motherfucker comes with the swinging shit, the fucking smoke is like all up in the fucking
Yo.
It's so cinematic.
And that's like a tattoo on everybody somehow.
Yeah, you're like, oh my
Banging.
god, I think I'm fucking Catholic. Holy shit.
Until you realize it's a guy in the corner with like a haze machine like blowing in it and like a 20K light in the top.
Background action.
Yeah.
And they have like statues and paintings that are hundreds of years
Yeah.
old. And then you're just like, yo, that's
the history. Yeah.
I saw this motherfucker doing a sermon. This fool's book was like
Yeah, dude.
shit so grand that you're just like,
The book's as big as
that's
this.
big. That book's legit.
Yeah, look how small the
Whatever's in that book is true.
And then you go to a church in a strip mall and shit, and you're like, man, this is right next to fucking Ross, and like, come
I
on.
go to church in Canoga Park.
That's when I was like, growing up SDA, they kind of like condition you to sort of rag on Catholics.
They
Like,
rag on everybody.
Like they basically
Yeah.
have ways of making fun of every other religion
Yup.
for being wrong.
Like
But
the Sunday people.
Catholics especially.
Yeah.
So they, like I was 17, I was dating a girl that was Catholic. We went to church together in I think it was Temple City or something. And then the whole time, like my first time in a Catholic church, I know about everything they already do because I know it through making
dunking on them.
yeah,
They talk
So
shit.
as I'm sitting there, like I was like so cocky, I was just watching all this shit, and then every time they do the chants, I was like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sarcastically saying it like so disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
And she was like, stop. And I was like, what?
Dude, they do.
You guys are the wrong religion.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
was such an asshole.
They do the cracker thing, right? Where you eat the body of Christ.
The communion.
Yeah, and then like everyone lines up, and I was looking at my
You
lady,
go, eh?
and I was like, yeah. I was like, do I go up? And then my mother-in-law was like, nah, you haven't had your first communion, so you can't go. And I was
Dude,
like,
how
okay,
many?
cool.
I ate so many crackers.
She's like, Bart's like, I was hungry.
And then also everything too is like in Spanish, so I'm kind of like in and out. I hear a couple words, so I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is kind of going on. And then everyone turns around, and then they go like, oh, hello. And they do the peace be with you. And I'm like, oh, hi. And then I shake their hands, and I was like, and then my wife's like, you gotta say hi to the people behind you. And I was like, oh, hello, peace be with you. And I was like, that's kind of cool. I like that part. That was my favorite part.
They do that at every church.
That is fun. Yeah.
It was cool.
But when we have communion, we wash each other's feet.
That is the dumbest one.
For real?
Yeah,
Yes,
we wash
that's
each
so
other's
stupid.
feet. And then
And this is where feet fetishes start.
Ew.
the pastor doesn't put the biscuit in your mouth. Everyone has a
You just
little
have your
biscuit and a Welch's grape juice because we don't drink wine. And then when they say go, you fucking eat it.
Yeah.
And for me, I was the impatient kid where I'm like, now? And my mom's like, no, not yet. Now? And she goes, no, not yet. And then she'll catch me fucking nibbling on it. Wow!
It's all wet on the border.
I'm just licking it. Like, I'm not eating it. I'm just licking it.
I'm tasting the body of Christ.